Guys, welcome back to the Thunderdome. Welcome back to the ring. Welcome back to Music Battle Ongaku Duel. Because it's time to duel. You know, this is the show where we select a genre or a theme, and we bring anime music into the fold to see which one is superior. We are both musicians, and we will dissect, we will inspect, we will do everything in our power to give the most unbiased criteria and see at the end of the day which intro or outro or music in general is superior. We have four criterias for the rating, which are complexity, originality, catchiness, and playlist worthy. So based on those, we will be analyzing today's theme. Today's theme is complex rock. So definitely we're gonna be looking at that, at the complexity and the rockiness of this thing. So, Miss Christina, do you think you have a chance?
I do.
All right.
This is unlike anything I think you've heard before.
That's pretty ballsy to say.
Yeah, and I can say the one I'm sending you, I have seen the show. I actually have not finished it, but mine is an ending. And I wasn't sure when the show is just not, when you listen to the song, you would be like, I have no idea what the show is about. And this song is very uncharacteristic for the genre of the show. Like it's like a slice of life kind of comedy romance thing. You would not expect such an amazing, awesome ending for that genre. So I know you're thinking like complex rock for that genre. Yeah, it exists. And that's why this one is it struck me so off guard.
Okay, interesting. All right. Okay, so a couple of cuckoos. What the fuck is this shit?
Couple of cuckoos.
All right. So let's give it a listen. Let's see. We're definitely looking for complexity and rock. Let's see. All right, right off the bat, what the fuck is going on with that piano?
I was probably like falling asleep at the end of the episode going, okay, next episode, what is this?
Yeah, I have to hear that again. God damn, that was impressive.
What? The bass.
All right, you have a chance.
That bass line, like what? I made the stankiest face and got up from the couch and was like, what?
Yeah, fucking flee up in this bitch. Let me say, wow, that was interesting. I was not expecting that. Definitely incredibly complex. The out of tempo is insane. It's very insane. Now, because we're looking at complexity, so far, I have to say, the instruments have not changed from the beginning. They're not adding or subtracting instruments. They're the same. They might still be very complex, but it's the same piano, the same guitar, same drums and everything. So I have to be way more critical in regards of the complexity of this.
Right, yeah.
But okay, so based on that, damn, it's still like incredibly, and we're only 30 seconds in. Holy shit. Oh!
I know we're both the sucker for like the pause in music. Here you go. I had to serve it to you on a silver platter.
Yeah, okay, that's an Irish break. That's a very nice break, not gonna lie. Definitely that looks like my next big mistake.
Yes.
Damn. Fuck. Damn. Shit. God.
Yeah, for the slice of life romance comedy genre, what is this?
Yeah, I would have
So taken aback.
never imagined this would be a slice of life by any means. Holy shit, that was great. Definitely very complex. Definitely interesting. I'm sad that, like, okay, again, I have to be way harsher because the theme is complexity. Uh, the vocals, in terms of the instruments, were very simple. Like, I have to be critical of that one. The vocals were just the same all throughout. There was no addition of instruments. But the structure of the song, the way they switch back and forth, the way they make their breaks, and the way they play with each other. Sometimes in one break you have just like a little slap of the bass, but in the other break you had like a little play with the guitar. So this is definitely not a song that you could just learn in one day and be ready for your gig, like at night. Oh my god, it's not. So interesting. Okay. Oh, actually, you know what? No, I have to change it. Hold on.
Yeah, and the art style of that ending is really cool too.
Yeah.
It took me a while. I was like, that's really not like the show at all, but such a cool ending. The way they changed the art, it's really nice. Fits the vibe.
Okay. Again, we have to be harsher on how we are doing this because the theme is complexity, so we have to like focus exactly on that.
And I think the complexity score is going to be the one. It's going to be harder to get it higher. The rest of them, similar, but hard to get that complexity score higher.
Okay, interesting. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, so now we're going to do Ivan's pick, which is so funny because I haven't finished the show yet.
Yes,
we agreed to watch it and I went way too slow.
I'm bringing into the fold the opening one of Assassination Classroom.
Okay, so I have seen the first opening. The second one I feel like I haven't paid attention to very well. Oh no, I think I remember it now. But the first opening, we shall see. So we're looking for rock and complexity. So let's do it. I mean, yes. Already pretty complex. Like rhythmically, I would say. Not instrumentally, but rhythmically complex. So I'd say in this verse, not as complex, like the drums kind of carrying. Okay, that was a cool change right there. It's kind of a change in feel. We're still in the verse, but it's completely changed feel. Honestly, vocally, that's pretty complex too. Those are really hard rhythms. Like if you have ever, like I've been a musician for a very long time. I've played pop, I've played rock, I've played classical. When you see vocal rhythms written out on paper, it's disgusting. No one wants to look at that. Like it is so hard to dissect vocal rhythms. And so that's really tricky right there. Drums are going off. That's all I know. Vocally, that got more simple and pretty catchy actually, but the drums are going off. Yeah, if I have to say anything, drums are carrying. The guitar is not doing as much complex here. It's just fast, but it's the same thing over and over. So not as complex, but it's still high energy. Okay, halftime. Back it up. Let me hear it again. All right, bringing it back around. Okay. Yeah, again, drums carrying, and I feel we're going back into the halftime feel. Yeah, oh, that was cool. I really like what the voices do there. I think drums and voice are really carrying most of the song, especially in complexity as well. Okay, guitar go off. I hear you. Okay. Okay. I have heard this, but I think I haven't like sat down and really like listened. You know, hearing something and listening, totally different things.
Two different things, yeah.
Yeah, because you can hear someone and not truly be listening, or you can hear a song but not truly listen for the details. And that's because we need to sit down and do something like this. So it was complex in parts and simple in parts.
Okay.
So I'm just going to start my in-depth analysis since we're already here.
Please, by all means.
I'm going to start with catchiness. Oh, for sure. I mean, come on. So catchy. We're going to score as I talk. So very catchy. I say it's catchy, but I would definitely have to like look up the Romaji for the vocals because it goes so fast. It's so complicated, but it's one of those songs that's so cool and so catchy that like you would go out of your way to like learn the words for it. So catchiness gets a pretty good score there. Very, very catchy song. And I think anything that has like a crowd of people singing, especially in rock music, gives you that anthem feel. And so it just makes you want to like sing it out loud with all your friends like that. It just adds to that like excitement. Really like the catchiness. Originality, definitely original. I don't hear many openings like this. Yes, there are openings where there's groups of people like singing, but this is just so like that old school rock like chanty thing. And I feel like people don't do it anymore. So originality gets also a pretty great score. Although we are using the same instruments most bands use, they found a way to do it in a more original manner. So I would give it a higher score if there were some different instruments in the mix, but it still gets pretty good points for originality. Yeah, let me think. Okay. Complexity. So for this one, I want to give it a high score. It's not as complex as I'd hoped. They don't do the same thing twice. I mean, even though the chorus is kind of like the same words, instrumentally they did change it both times. So that is refreshing that they did that. But I do think in the beginning, the guitar had its moment. At the end, the guitar had its moment. But for the majority, the vocals and drums really carried the song. I'm a sucker for drums. I mean, I actually wanted to play drums before violin, but they wouldn't let me. They didn't have room for me in band to learn drums. So just so you know, I am a sucker for drums.
Okay.
But complexity, that's a really hard one because I wanted it to be more complex, but there were still some pretty predictable moments where the guitar just had the same chords over and over, same rhythm over and over. But then all the stuff in between was pretty darn complex. Okay. What is that noise? Okay. I'm double checking my scores if I can put like a something point something. Okay. Playlist worthy. Is it playlist worthy? This could make or break the entire thing. I don't know. I don't know if I liked it enough to go, I could listen to that multiple times without getting annoyed. And I wonder if that's because of the vocals and that I really am a sucker for listening to the instruments. But if it's only really drums carrying it and the vocals could get maybe annoying, being too repetitive, I don't know that I'd put it on my, hello, Nat. Ew, it's dead. It's on my hand. Ew, 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 ew. Oh, It has guts. Ew. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend that it's chocolate. Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna keep going. Ew. Playlist worthy. For me, I think it's actually gonna be a no. And I think that's because of the vocals. I think the vocals can be a little repetitive with that chorus, and I think I'd just be like, and that it might just get on my nerves after a while. Although it is complex. For me personally, I don't think it's going on the playlist. I don't think I could listen to it multiple times. Okay. Does that mean it's bad? No. But would it be a very sparing listen? Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So if I'm adding up my scores, I gave it an 8 for complexity, which for a complex genre, that's pretty good.
Yes.
I gave it an 8 for complexity. I gave it a 7 on originality. Yeah. Am I okay with that? Yeah. 7 on originality and 8 on catchiness, because it is quite catchy. So that brings us to this score, because it is not playlist worthy for me.
7.6. Okay.
7.6. Good complex song, catchy. Is it for me? Is it going on the playlist? Nah. And the thing is, I've watched this show and heard this song, and I didn't go, man, let me put it on my playlist. Like, I've watched at least 12 episodes, and it's not on my playlist, so I had to be faithful there.
Okay, so for me, with your song, with the complexity, I gave it a 7. Because it was complex just in tempo. Vocals were not. The vocals were not complex in any way. So we didn't have like that much there. It was just like very talented instruments going off, and the vocals were just like, For originality, the type of out of tempos that they had, including the breaks, where they were like stopping and the bass was playing, then stopping and the guitar was playing, then and the way they play with each other, 8.1 for originality. Catchiness. You said something. You said this a while ago. Just because it's complex doesn't, like, the simpler it is, the catchier it is. Here, the only catchy part really was the bass line for me.
Yeah, no, I actually agree with you there.
So I had to give it a 7.5 for catchiness. But was it playlist worthy? Because of here we go. Because of the vocals being not so complex, gave it a nice little balance to the song, to where I could listen to it multiple times. So it was a yes going into the playlist worthy, but it's not that I want that I will immediately go for. But it was a yes at the end. My score, 7.8.
Ooh, very close.
Very close.
Wow.
So definitely yours won today. So guys, let us know in the comments down below whether you agree or disagree. What other genres or themes you want us to bring into the Thunderdome. And as always, thank you so much. Like and subscribe and all that shit.
Bye.
Bye, guys.